Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Slay the Princess. I was recommended this game. I don't know what the game is about, but if the title has any merit, it doesn't sound very merry, but it did say it was a horror game. Now, subtitles, VSync, full screen, yes. Yeah, I suppose that's it. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. So the hero is the one that slays?
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
That's cool as a narrator. Alright. In the basement of the cabin.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world as you know it. It sounds very similar to the Hunter and the original Snow White classic by Disney, where they had to slay Snow White. Okay, so I get choices. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. That's very... Why would it be the end of the world? Is it not a regular princess? Were you told some sort of weird thing like back in the day, like this is a witch, you have to kill them, otherwise God's wrath will rain upon you? Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Or have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I don't think she even can. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe it's okay with the world ending? That's one hot take on it. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? I don't think that's an option I'm gonna go with. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Probably not that either. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! We're silently continue the cabin. Hollow Knight style. Turn around and leave. Well, they said there were no quick endings. So what should I go with? There's a lot of options. I do feel that if we can rationalize why we are supposed to kill the princess, perhaps it's just some entity called the princess, for all I know. So the end of the world, what are you talking about? I feel is the most realistic one for me at this point. So let's go with that.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I was not satisfied. I was not pleased with my hunger for information on why exactly we had to end her. And I like how I move my cursor around. The background moves a bit around as well. Like there's depth in this hand-drawn adventure. But how can the princess locked away in the basement end the world? I feel like this is like a mistake that everyone who starts off this game does. It's like, always pick the first option because that's the one that makes sense. Let's explore what they say. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. That sounds a bit more me. This one seems a bit... I don't know. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is... Yeah, this again. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. But I feel that this narrator is just gonna walk around the elephant in the room here, so I'm gonna go with the first option.
Don't linger on the specifics.
Yes!
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I'm gonna do my jobs, no questions asked, unless I harm someone. So we are all counting on you. That sounds so shady. Who all? Why am I picked up to do something to save the world with no specifics? You have to let me in on this. This doesn't... Do you have any evidence to back it up? Have you considered that maybe... I would have liked the other option, the second object that was last time. So I'm gonna... Do you have any evidence? I feel this is the natural one now.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
You might as well reach... What? Yeah, I might as well turn around and leave. Huh? Huh? What are you gonna say if I do this? So, I feel that... If I continue down the path, you're just going to egg me on, aren't you? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to... No, this doesn't make sense. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? There's a lot of hidden, like... Give me details in this one.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Equally worse, I
If
think.
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Says the president who wants to take over this state. It's like just because in your mind they don't have value doesn't mean that you're just going to kill them. But you would kill all the wasps in the world and all mosquitoes. Actually, I wouldn't be too much opposed to that. But at the same time, you can't just kill off people in society. Just... Can someone else do this? I actually want to ask about this because I feel like I'm... Not only is the princess an important part of this equation here, but it sounds like I am also an important piece of this equation. Why am I being egged on to do this? So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go, can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
No, you just narrate them, don't you?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why? Because you only have a voice and I don't in the game anyway.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Which means that you don't really want the princess to be dead, you don't want to kill someone, but you sort of have to? What sort of world is this? Is this a constructed world based on the real world? Are we trapped in some sort of mojo? Well, it sounds like you know more than me, so why don't you tell me more? Yeah, this option just popped up. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I'm not even... Okay, I'm sold. I'm not even reading it, I'm making
I
this.
guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Yeah, what about
And
you?
the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
That would be better than whatever you're doing. You're telling me to go somewhere to off someone without even giving any reason for me to do it. At this point, I feel lying would even be better. At least it shows some enthusiasm.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Yeah, then it's whoever made the rules here's fault for not giving me anything else to go by.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Be petty to the one who made the rules, not to me, narrator. I'm gonna go and
You
talk
make
to
your way
her.
up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
That's a very small cabin indeed, and yes, the basement, you say. It's a hot little hill here, and someone dug under here and made a basement. I wonder how big the basement is. Maybe not that big. So yeah, you're not just a companion that talks. You narrate the story and
We're
everything.
not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
The voice of the hero, that was you narrating me. Come on, I have a voice of my own. Don't narrate over me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or was that a different voice? I thought that was you, but okay. No, that's exactly what my voice would have been. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's very vacant. The stars are pretty out there. It's silent, a little bit of wind humming in the background. And why do I have to kill the princess again? You know. For all I know, you're the one lying, for threatening that you are all counting on me. The world will end. Birds, trees, humans. Maybe I'm the one who should blame you for lying. So, wait, this cursor, there's like a nail atop this pointy finger, as if this is like the Grim Reaper or something, or like a monster.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If I need to do this right. You're just so angry with me. There is only one right way out of this. It's to kill the princess. Everything else is wrong. I'm not gonna pick up the blade for now. I'm just gonna enter the... Or should I take the blade? I'm not gonna take the blade. I'm gonna give the princess the benefit out of that. I'm gonna walk in, because who knows, me carrying a blade will spook the princess a bit. I wonder if the princess knows anything of this. She's obviously trapped down there. Like, why would she be in the basement? Oh, I thought this was the exit door. I thought there was a patch.
The creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, trying to go that route, are we? Well, narrator, I can hear a stronger ambience than it was. It feels like the wind is hitting the walls even more now, even though we're underground. But I can't help but feel this is all way too orchestrated. This has all been so neatly prepared, as if this is a play of a kind, even with a narrator. I'm puzzled. I'm so confused. Let's proceed then. Let's not
Her
keep the princess waiting.
Softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she...
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Love of my life or something.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I am armed with my wits. Which isn't saying much, but... I suppose you disarm me with your mystique in the start. Yeah, we have to kill someone. Okay, so... We're just gonna introduce our presence with our voice, not going in. I am here to save you, and then there's another one that says, lie, I'm here to save you. What? Hey, I think I'm here to slay you? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say, She obviously sounds a little bit distressed. I'm here to check on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I
Really?
was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh no, it seems like you are way too important. And why is the text red? That's the narrative experience, making the text red to make me feel that this is like a demonic entity or something. There has to be something like this, right? There must be. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see for myself. Hello?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
That's quite the heavy chain. Someone really must believe that She's very dangerous. And I keep going like a full circle about why me? Sounds like a trained professional will have to kill her or something. I don't know. Something bad is going to happen even if I would kill her. I know it. There is something about this princess, but I can't just kill her.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I still like that the narrator has the voice for both the narrator or someone, whoever, and my voice. He does my voice. Begging you to stay focused, there's a lot of writing on here. Well, it sounds like it.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I can hear the narrator rolling over in the future grave office. Hold on, let's talk a bit first, because something is very bad. I'll see what I can to examine the chains. Let's talk first, because whenever I see something like this, something is very oddly going on. Either someone is doing a powerful demonstration of power with his overkill of a prison or a dungeon, or there is a reason for this. And why only one hand? This is like a two-hand procedure. Did you already lose the chain of the other one? Was there a former hero that came here, loosened one of your chains, and then something unspeakable happened to that former protagonist? Nonetheless, let's talk a bit first while I keep a little bit of a distance for now.
Okay.
Don't you okay me. I came all the way here. We're gonna talk a bit first. You sound disappointed. Okay, we get closer either way. Hi. Let's see. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I don't know. There's something about how she reacted. I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Ooh, I have not considered that. I was sent here to stay. You're apparently supposed to end the world. I'm probably going to play this more, so I'm not going to read through this now. I'm just going to... This makes more sense. What's your name?
Oh.
Why O? What's the O?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You are possessed, aren't you? You're not even human, are you?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Your titles mean nothing down here, Princess. You're currently not really in monarch duty. So you don't have a name. Or it could be because the story didn't give you a name. Because the story hates monarchs. Quite possibly. At least the narrator seems to.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
In certain stories, probably. So is Princess your name? I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to elaborate a bit more on that. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up there for a reason. Yeah, it's like... I don't want to kill you. But you might be locked down here for a reason. You are starting to be as vague as the narrator, and the narrator is quite vague.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Oh, you do know something. What is that reason?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Nice save, Princess. Nice save. Because I'm asking myself the same question, being in this world right now.
You have all the explanation you need.
No, I don't.
You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Yeah, says the narrator. Just because you have a fancy narrator title doesn't mean I have to trust everything you say. You just say kill her. She says, she didn't even say don't kill me. She sounds more reasonable than you right now, narrator. So, what do we do? I still don't like that my finger has a sharp nail, or a hook, or a claw, or whatever this is. It feels like I'm the Grim Reaper. Hang on, let's take a peek through here. What are you... Wait, I didn't get to read it. That sounds interesting to start. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I want to know this. I want to know this, but I somehow feel that she's not going to be honest. Gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Well, picking what are you going to do if I let you go is sort of compatible with this. I'm sorry, I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up. I didn't bring the dagger, so I can't stab her. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Okay, I'm not gonna read through all of that yet. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna have to play through this twice, perhaps thrice even. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
Why? I mean, you could just have been overthrown, and you're contemplating what to say in those regards, but you could, I just feel that you're possessed or something. And I'm just trying to come up with an excuse that sounds human enough.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
So she's not human then?
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly what I said. Well, okay, this is the narrative. This is not necessarily the truth. This is just a narrator trying to persuade us to the path of killing her. I mean, she could still be human, and this being a story, you're in a forgotten book somewhere, and the book sort of comes alive. I don't know.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer?
The truth.
Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
If you give me the truth, that would be the best right now. I will judge you based on the truth. For the right answer, I know what's the right answer. The right answer is to stab you. But I told you, you shouldn't listen to me, because when I say... Actually, what am I saying? Still, just give me the truth as much as you can, and we'll go from there, okay? It sounds like the truth also is gonna bring you negativity. It sounds like the right thing and the truth is very connected by the way you're replying here, so... I'm not letting you off the hook in any way.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Try me. I'm not believing the narrators. So. What can we pick now? This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. I'm not going to retrieve the blade now. I'm getting you out of it. Come on, just one or the other? There's no in-between thing here? If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I'm going to put this. Maybe
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Come on, princess. That's not very human of you. Even monarchs are humans.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Then tell me what is relevant, narrator. Tell me some explanations, because I would call that very much relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yes, don't mock me. Damn. So is Princess your name? Because I'm stalling. I don't really want to get the blade. Yeah, she's just thinking. Princess is not really her name. She doesn't have one. Oh, okay, I have to click.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Why is everyone avoiding? Am I that terrible to talk with? Why can't you just have an open, honest conversation with me? Come on, Princess. Calling someone something is not the same as a name.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
No. You're appealing to my human side again. I'm only human. I'm sorry. But you're appealing to my emotional side is what I wanted to say. And I don't bite. I do not bite. On the one hand, I feel that you, for some reason, been locked in some sort of limbo thing. This whole world is a limbo thing, a story with a narrator. And at the same time, I don't know. You're hiding something. Weird. Yeah, it's weird because she is hiding something. She could have just been entirely honest from the get-go, just saying that she doesn't know. But she didn't. She's like, mysterious. I do know. I sort of know, but I'm gonna avoid the question instead of saying I don't know.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Whoever recommended me this game probably knows that I can't just go around killing everyone I see. But I'm starting to get, like, torn here. I'm not gonna kill someone on suspicion of something otherworldly. Are you really a demon or something? I'm starting to really wonder. And if you were, how is this keeping you chained up? Do you turn into a dragon or something? Why didn't they kill her before? Why did they lock her up instead of killing her if killing her is that important? So many thoughts right now. So I'm actually gonna pressure her a little bit here. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. So I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm gonna probe her a bit. My side of things. Oh. That made her upset only, but you know, I have to be a bit firm with her. I'm apparently sent here to end the world. That's my side of the things. Give me your side. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. I can't just... The narrator is so shady. I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what I believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I think that this is very much me. And I'm pretty sure it's most players when they play this for the first time. This would not be a horror game if there's not something about her.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Yeah, you think. That's the problem. You think. You don't even know anything. How can I trust you when you can't even trust yourself?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Maybe the narrator knows.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Why did you smile when you said that? Is that a smug expression? Because I'm not supposed to know. I've been told enough. I have not been told enough, no. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping it information. No, I'm not. They don't have their reasons for keeping it. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. No, but I don't have enough information to know if you're not dangerous. You presented me with an aura which is so mysterious. I was hoping you'd tell me it's the most appropriate here, I feel.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
Does she really have amnesia? Is that why she's so mysterious? And in that case, why does she have amnesia? Was she something else? And was turned into a princess? And her existence is a threat to the world? In that case, it's very bold of everyone to say that she has to be slain, or the world will end. Why can't she just be locked up here then? Which of course is not much of a lie, I suppose, but still.
I believe her.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt would be the better choice of words. Voice of the hero.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's very much true. Could be some sort of evil in you.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah, you need to start trusting yourself a bit more. You need to remember, I think is the key word here.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yep. But you also don't remember anything. Huh?
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Yeah, I don't trust that, but I also don't trust you fully. There must be some truth to this. There could be two sides of a story.
We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
It sort of does.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
We're talking about the entire world still. I don't necessarily believe it, but it has an ominous loom to it. That you don't even know anything. Maybe they're feeding her some sort of amnesia tonic to make her forget, and they really do feed her and give her water, but she don't remember. No, she specifically said that she's been there for a long time. Specifically. Without even seeing anyone. So that is messed up.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
Well, I don't know what to say to that. Can't you at least see this from my side? I was on the path, walking up there, having a narrator egg me on to kill you. Shouldn't you be at least a little bit of trusting of me when I am your only hope here? And I'm starting to think this is all just so weird. I do not want to kill you, but I'm starting to be a bit torn here.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Yeah, that's the feeling I got as I walked up the path. It's like I'm in a fairy tale world, like a horror fairy tale world. I'm in a book, and it's all set up like a play. But still.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Oh, fuck off.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
Your hate for monarchs does not come into play here, narrator. You stay out of this. I've heard enough from you. Unless you give me any evidence or anything like that, then you keep your mouth shut. You stay out of the house. Give me some quality time with the princess there. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just keep you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Or I'm going to keep you locked away. At least for a little bit, we can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. That's something. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk. Isn't it worth the risk? Just kills her instead. That's such... You're on the left side of the spectrum, and you jump all the way to the right side of the spectrum. I'm getting you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I'm so tempted. I am very tempted. Let's see, what was the first options? I feel keeping her company could be the best. And then maybe she will open up to me. I am so tempted to just let her go. I mean, if all the people out there hate monarchs, don't they just capture her again or kill her? let's talk for a little bit. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. Not yet. But it's too risky. No, you know what? I'm gonna let you free. You almost told me, but you threw in it's too risky. I don't even... I haven't been fed enough to keep you down. I'm gonna let you free.
You're only making this more difficult.
That not ending the world, only more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
I will regret it though. What I probably will regret it. But I can't just keep someone here. Just... I was tasked with dealing with the princess, and this is my way of dealing with the princess. You cannot revoke my rights of an authority here now, so I'm letting her go.
You're making a huge mistake.
You made a huge mistake when you opened your mouth without giving any evidence, narrator.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Wait, what? No, you're doing the right thing. Voice of the hero? I thought the voice of the hero was to be us. But you are doing the right thing. I'm controlling the hero. And the hero has a mind of his own. Okay. Okay.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Give them a
They're
tug.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Well, yeah, that's what I said earlier. Those are some hefty chains.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Well, it wouldn't be that easy, would it?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Like the narrator and the voice of the hero being the same voice, because it is the narrator's job to narrate the character as well in most stories. I thought it was the narrator saying, maybe it's upstairs, in a cheerful way. It's like, yeah, the narrator is trying to bullshit me. He wants to capture me next. Okay, so, and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs, maybe the key's still lying around up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I'm gonna ask this first.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Cut me out of them? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What? Maybe this is just... You can't say this and expect my mind not to make things happen. Cut the chains or cut me out of them? That's probably just a very morbid joke, but that did not sit well with me, princess.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
So, like, cut your hand or something?
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Well, I guess she really doesn't want to be here. She's probably been here for an eternity and a half. For some reason.
To make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
See, now we are stuck here too. For eternity.
Is someone else here?
Try the door without screaming first.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Seems so. Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Ah, the world is unhappy with me.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, how fortunate that the blade is outside then. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Oh, is that why you said it was going to be difficult? Because you expect me to pummel her to death with my hands? Oh no. You know, I'm not gonna do that.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
That they did. I was wondering if this is like a full circle, that she was supposed to kill someone and she refused, so she was locked down here. And now I'm locked down here.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah, it's as if she's worried for me. Or she doesn't have any empathy and she's just worried for her chances of getting out of here.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
What are you, princess? What are you? She's some sort of dragon, isn't she?
She barely
What the
hesitates
fuck?
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
What the hell? What? Jesus! Oh my god! What is she?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Someone tossed the knife to me.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh.
Or we could use it to free her.
Oh. Stopping in a limbo of time. Freezing up the moment. What should I do? You know, I made it very far, as the narrative would put it. If she's gobbling up her hand like that, I almost feel like a knife is not going to do much anyway. She seems to be some sort of ghoul or something. But she seems to somehow be trusting of me. She's probably already halfway through the hand anyway. What if we just help her for now? And then somehow escape?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, you gave me the choice, narrator. Save the princess.
Fine.
Ah, fine. In the same sense that the narrator knew what would happen. What would happen? He said things are going to be much more difficult if you don't take the dagger now. And now he's just fine, because he knows it won't be the end of the world. It's just going to make it more hard for me, and as he would put it, for all of us.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Yeah, this is no longer a self-inflicted wound. That hand is as good as off before I started. Look, you can even see the bone. And the princess looks at me with a non-ghoulish face. Okay, maybe a partially ghoulish face. She even has blood in the mouth. So why do I have claws? This is what I said. Okay, my cursor is also a dagger with the grasping hand. I like the detail to this. But yeah, the cursor used to be a finger with a nail. And look at our hand. Why do we have claws? And our other hand is like... It's like we are the devil with a bubonic plague or something. Or is this just how the narrator draws us? Because we're now in the same league as her. So, yeah. No regrets. Maybe.
You cut into her flesh.
Yeah, she just looks at me like, oh, you're helping me.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't when she bit it through the hand either, other than eating sounds.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
So she has a pounding heart.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, she's infatuated with me. She likes that I saved her. Well, she's plotting how to kill me.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I see. If I tried to kill her, maybe she would have somehow killed me. I don't know. She seemed You can't just gobble through your hand with normal teeth like that, can you? Not that fast anyway. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
So, I feel that you know the princess and the princess knows you. And we hear the narrator in our ear, but she doesn't.
The princess approaches the
What?
bottom stair. Your body steps forward and raises the blade.
It does not.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'm not. Someone else is. Come on, say the princess. What? Warn her. Warn her. You don't have control over me, you demon of a narrator. I'm warning her.
Stop that.
I'm not stopping. Yes, stop killing her. I agree.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I do, but something is forcing its way into my mind. I mean, you're not off the hook, princess. You're not off the hook. For obvious reasons. But I'm in control.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Aww.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Then you wouldn't have put me in the situation to begin with, narrator. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
The princess will get me out of here. I know it. We were walking to the door.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Oh, maybe she actually will kill me because she sees that I'm possessed. And
We both know this isn't you.
yeah.
She nervously reaches towards you
Oh.
and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Nothing. In a battle of the princess versus the narrator, I'm gonna side with the princess for now.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Don't kill me! Come on, we're supposed to go out together. I'm not killing you, you're not killing me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Maybe she has a narrator too. Maybe she has a narrator too.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Probably not. She's not even looking.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
It sort of can. I was a fool. But both the princess... Well, the princess is not playing me for a fool. The narrator sort of is. The princess hasn't shown any world-ending capabilities at the moment. She started gnawing her hand off in a creepy, non-hesitating way. And I finished the work with my knife. But the narrator is possessing me. Does that make any sense?
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
The two of you, as in me and the princess, or the princess as in me and the hero? But the princess also does show remorse, and she's crying. She shows emotion. She doesn't want this. The narrator does sound like he's stuck both of us in here. And I can't help but siding with the princess, because it doesn't truly seem like she wants to do something. She seemed to kill me, because I would kill her otherwise.
Everything goes dark.